But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Here's the former Illini kicker, Chase McLaughlin, to get us started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And some room to roam now.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 52 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Harris running straight ahead.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On play action, Strebler.
He finds his man complete. It's Warren. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's Strebler to throw.
This is caught. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Strebler.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. On 1st and 10, here's Mon.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz. But give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Mon.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. They go play action here. Mon.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Mon looks to throw.
Buying time to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Mon.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On 1st and 10, here's Strebler.
Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Adams the man in motion right. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Slot man moves right.
To throw is Strebler. Finds Pickens out right. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
On 3rd down, Warren. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Now Strebler.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now they go play action now. Here's Strebler. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Strebler to throw it. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Off the play fake, Mond.
They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Here's Mond. They're going for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Adams the man in motion right. They'll run on first down. It's Warren, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Now Strebler. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun is Strebler. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Bass is good. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third down from the gun, it's Mond. He finds his man, complete. That's Hart. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hart. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hart. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Mond going to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle, because it really stresses the safeties, and they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mond now off of play action. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. That's swung out wide to Harris.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Off the play fake, it's Strebler. That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Inside give to Elliott. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Mond out of the shotgun.
Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium.
Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season
between the Las Vegas Raiders
and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now this throw caught left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
He's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, break.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this one is we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Ready. Shot. 17.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Mond. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
Only able to get it to his own 20 after breaking through the contact. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. And in this case, he came up quickly, and made a nice, sure tackle.
On third down, Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
From the gun, here's Mond.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Come on, set.
On second down, and he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes through and picks.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out. We'll start the drive at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
On second down, Elliott once more.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
Now Mond.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
They're going to try and throw.
Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
Again, it's Elliott. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
10th carry now for Elliott. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Come on, number 38.
Here's Mon. He'll get this to Elliott.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say for the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Take it in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Again to Elliott. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action here. Mon. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Donald Parham
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's Strebler to throw.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
To throw is Strebler.
He finds his man complete. It's Warren.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Strebler.
Had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Strebler.
He finds his man complete. That's Warren.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here's another carry for Harris.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On the give, this is Harris.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this out past the 25. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. Mon fumbles it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Mon's throw there, caught by Gallup. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mon looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mon. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Being chased out left. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. But he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Come on, set. Fight, kick. Steal, flat.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Mond. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's Strebler.
He finds his man complete. That's Warren. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Strebler. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. And some room to work. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mon now off of play action.
Escaping the pressure right.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you